Hi, my name is Gabby and welcome to my channel, Gabby on Paper. In today's video, we are going to flip through my February pages of my Hobonichi cousin, which is my creative journal. So let's go ahead and get started. When I did my last flip through, I said that I would have this filled out, and I don't, obviously. This is going to be my index area. I'm gonna index my daily pages here, and I do have my notes on it. I just haven't taken the time to write them down and come up with the color code. So I'm not gonna say it'll be done by the next flip through because who knows. It'll be done eventually, I hope. All right, so this is my February monthly. Nothing special. Obviously, you can tell there's not a lot of deco. It's just a bunch of these Cricut shape stickers that I make using vinyl and my Cricut. I really love those, so you see those a lot, and I've talked about that a bunch, but I actually forgot I hadn't color-coded everything. I typically go in once a week and write what happened the week before, and I fill that in. I just forgot that I didn't color coded because I wrote everything down at work, so I didn't have all my my markers with me. So this is how my January weeklies looked like. I broke them down into different sections that I was tracking. In February, I decided to do a more of a journaling thing, so you'll see what it looks like. This is what I did. I just kept track of books that I read or listened to, movies and TV shows I watched. I really loved it. Obviously very, very sticker heavy, and I really liked how this spread turned out. Down here, I'm still tracking my Apple Watch rings. So it's like the move calories, the minutes exercise, stand hours, steps, and then the distance. It's just for fun. I just like looking at numbers, I guess. This is the second week of February. This right here, I printed using my pulley printer, using the regular white paper, and it has rubbed off, which is crazy. I'd never experienced that until this time, and now it's happened a few times, so I'm not sure what the deal is. It's way better using the semi-transparent sticky paper though, but it's okay. Again, you have, books I read, TV I watched. On the 11th, it was my birthday celebration, so we went out to dinner and went to a show in the Chicago theater, Sarah Silverman. So I just printed a couple of pictures. All these color pictures are using my regular printer and using Online Labels clear matte sticker paper. I know a few people have asked what paper I use. That's the one. I think I will link it down below this time around in case you're wondering. I do plan filming a video showing my process for printing off these pictures. Really not much of a process, I just kind of do it, but I'll show you what I do. Before I flip to the next week, it is way different than what I've done the previous 2 weeks, but it was Valentine's Day week and I wanted pink. I bought these digital stickers off of an Etsy shop and printed them on my clear matte sticker paper. They look so nice and they're so thin. They don't really bulk up the page as much, so I really love that. And then I just wrote in pink ink. I pulled out different pink pens, pink markers, and just exploded all over this page, which I like. It's a little chaotic, but it's a fun, just a fun week. It changes things up a little bit from what I've done in the past. This is the last full week of February. Nothing new. Again, just printing off the pictures of books and movies that we watch and listen to. This over here is a Seth Cohen meme. I was watching The OC and have been watching it since January. And this is one that did rub off, which is completely weird because if you see all these, in previous pages, well, this one is bad. That's a bad example. But these are all fine. So it's weird that this one rubbed off. I don't know what the situation is there. But again, I don't really have a process to how or what I record on this. Most of my days, Monday through Friday, are pretty standard. I don't do much besides go to work. I go to work, come home, we make dinner, we exercise before work, watch some TV. So I just pick little snippets from each day to throw in here. And then sometimes I will take, like this book, for example, is one that I listened to these 2 days, and expand on that in the daily pages. I'm still having trouble like differentiating how I want to use the weekly pages versus the daily pages, because this is not where I do my planning at all. I've mentioned this before, but all of that just happens in my Hobonichi weeks, and it's really simple. There's not a lot of deco, it's just a little bit of highlighter. So this is just like another way to journal for me. I don't know exactly how I want to do it. And this is the week I'm currently on, still working on it. So this is the start of January. If you ever see this font around, that's a stencil that I got from Paper Source many years ago. And I love using it. I don't know, I really like the stencil, I like the font, I like the size of it. Sometimes I will color this in black, sometimes with a different color, it just kind of depends. But this year marked 1 year since we moved into our apartment here in Chicago. We moved from Salt Lake City, so I definitely had to do a little bit of journaling on that. This same day, I had like a work retirement happy hour party that I went to because work sponsored, so they pay for things. And this was my favorite thing about the guy that retired. He loves saying this phrase, and I thought it was so funny, and I love it, and I hope to use it someday. Right. I remember this was like a pretty busy week, so I just didn't really have time to like sit down and use all my supplies. So I kind of was just going to write no phone evening and leave it blank, but then I decided to add some words about it, and then I was like, I'll just find some stickers to add. I don't really love how it turned out, but I'm glad to be using the stickers that I don't necessarily love on just random pages. And on Friday, I just didn't really know what to do, so I just made a list of things that I did that day. You'll notice that I talk about work from home days a lot because those are my favorite days. I don't necessarily want to work from home every day. Like having a hybrid schedule, I'm loving. That way I get to be out talking to people, but also I really love work from home days. Over here, I wrapped my boyfriend's Valentine's Day gift with like heart tissue paper, so this is not wrapping paper. So I just cut out a little piece and glued it here because I think it's so cute. That's all I did. We also watched the movie American Gangster, and then I took this little swirl thing, this little banner thing from Lindsay Scribbles. It obviously didn't turn out nearly as good as hers, but I thought I'd try it. Over here, I just printed off some like Instagram posts from like Jerry News or Complex News for big things that happened that day. That was the day of the massive earthquake in Turkey and Syria that killed thousands of people. Tragic. So I printed that off and wrote about it so I can remember when that happened. And then on a lighter side, there was a 9-year-old that became the youngest high school graduate ever, which I thought was cool, so wrote about that a little bit. Oh, and this is like the caption that the post had, so that's what I wrote about, because I was like, I don't know what feelings I would really have other than that that's nice, for him. On the 7th, this is the day that LeBron, that was his record-breaking shot, so I printed off a picture using my regular printer, using regular printer paper, and then this number, you can see it's faded, so it's happened a couple of times, but it hasn't happened before or much. It's the weirdest thing. This is so I printed this using my pulley printer on their white paper. It's not sticky because I had run out of my sticker paper, but this font, basically what I did is using my Procreate app on my iPad, I typed it out using this font, and then I sent the image to my phone, connected my phone to the Pulley app and printer, and then just printed the image because they don't have this font in the Pulley printer. But I really liked how it turned out, and even though it's a little like fuzzy, like you can still tell what it is, and I don't think it looks bad, so I'm okay with it. And then up here I just used some different stickers from the Pipstick sticker books. They didn't all necessarily come from this book, but these are the type of books that I'm talking about. I use these a lot, just to kind of notate some things that happen throughout the day. This day we booked a girls trip to Vegas. My boyfriend has a golf trip with all of his friends. They do it every year in May, and then every year in May I go with my sister and our friend. Always end up in Vegas, but it's so much fun. I think these are the 2 pages that I did a journal with me on. This was my birthday celebration, so here my boyfriend bought me a bagel, so I kept like the washi that it comes, the bag comes with. Then we went to this restaurant, and this is just from the napkin. I cut out the napkin and just glued that on here. This is from the receipt for that restaurant. A picture that I took of the restaurant, a picture of the outside of the theater, a picture of the inside of the theater, and this is the picture of our Ticketmaster tickets. So it's like the screenshot of it. I just printed that since we don't get physical tickets anymore, which is a shame, but I'm glad I can still do this. It looks cute, I think. So this is more of those stickers that I mentioned in my Valentine's Day week. All those stickers are part of a set that I bought off of Etsy, printed using sticker paper, and then cut out just like, you know, with scissors. I think they're really cute, and like I said, they don't bulk up the pages, which is really nice. So those are part of them. That's part of that set. And then on this day I received a package from my sister that was part Valentine's Day treats, part birthday gift. So I just swatched out the markers that she sent me, which I am loving. These colors are so cute. I need to start using them. I just haven't had them handy when I've been journaling, which is why I haven't used them. And then she sent me these butterfly stickers along with some other things, and it was such a thoughtful gift. Here are the rest of those stickers. I just wanted another explosion of pink, and that's what you get. Again, over here I use those stickers from that Pipstick sticker book to kind of just document little bits about the day. I just picked a sticker that kind of goes with what I was writing about. And then on my birthday, which is February 16th, we went to a restaurant called Happy Lamb in Chinatown, and this is, I kept the little thing that the chopsticks came in, and I just cut out the little lamb, and then this. I do that with Benihana as well. And then over here, this didn't happen on this day. This actually happened on February 3rd, but I forgot to include it in my journaling page that day. I should have. There's plenty of room. But basically, I hadn't written anything on February 17th. And so rather than leaving it blank, I decided to still print off this text conversation between my sister, my brother, our friend Melissa, this pretty much part of the family, and then me. My boyfriend and I changed my sister's like Disney Plus icon from like a dolphin to him. And we just left it and wanted to see if she would say anything or what, and then she did. And it was a Friday night at like 10:45 p.m. here in Chicago, so 9:45 in Utah. She sent a picture of her TV and it's like, who changed my Disney Plus picture? Rude. And then our friend Melissa was like, I wish it was me. That's really funny. And then she asked my brother if it was him. She's like, and he's like, no, I use my own subscription. And then my sister was like, what? How did this happen? The universe is rude to me. And then she asked, was it Andy? Andy's my boyfriend. And then my brother sent a laughing emoji. And I said, I'll never tell And she's like, it was totally Andy. I said, I don't know. It was just so funny. I was laughing so much that I woke my boyfriend up from like laughing because I couldn't stop. Literally like an hour. It was just so funny that she was like, how did this happen? She thought it was like the universe playing games with her. And oh man. Moving on to some of my favorite spreads. Not so much this one, but it's this one and the next one. But and then I again printed off like movies that we watched that day, Your Place or Mine. I watched the show CB Strike on HBO Max, and then we finally watched Wakanda Forever. I'm not really a superhero person, but I really like the Wakanda storyline, so it was fun to watch that. I don't care enough to go and see it in theaters, but over here on Sunday, it was a pretty standard Sunday of just doing like groceries, getting ready for the week, just relaxing. So I wrote out my Sunday routine. We start by going to the gym. We've been using our apartment gym, which is pretty nice. Well, one of the two. We have free access to the nice gym. The regular gym is not very nice. So we've been doing that. Then we typically clean the house. Sometimes I do a yoga after the gym. This Sunday I did not. But anyways, gym, clean the apartment because we don't live in a house. Then we go grocery shopping. So all of this is typically done by like 10 a.m. and then the rest of our day is free. I love just getting up and doing everything, and then I can relax. And then after the grocery shopping, I typically journal, which is my fourth item. And like I said, I really loved how this turned out. I used like craft colored, I guess, sticky notes, and just used a stencil, a Hobonichi stencil, to draw out these sparkles and then cut them out. I also just made a small circle and then put the number in there, again cut them out, and then I used another stencil for this. I'm really loving this. I would not be surprised if you see this more often. And then because I love this so much, I had to recreate it for the next day. All of this is also part of Sunday. This part is for Monday. It was a work from home day, not much going on, and I figured I would document everything we watched. It was a very TV/movie heavy weekend. So you can see here all of this. And then we watch all of this also on Sunday. So it was Shotgun Wedding. I think it was Nicole from Nicole Plans. I'll tag her. And she talks about in one of her journal pages how much she liked this movie, even though technically it's not like a good movie, not what you would consider a good movie. But I am all for these like rom-coms, like kind of stupid. I pretty much like just about any movie. And I'm all for any J-Lo movies. I love her. I don't care if they're not the best movies of all time. But and then we also watch Emily the Criminal with Audrey Plaza. She is definitely having a moment after White Lotus, so I support that. I printed off a Complex News Instagram post about Detective Munch, who passed away, which was sad. And then on the opposite side, something a little bit lighter and good is that Spain becomes the first European country to offer menstrual leave, which is awesome. I also finished a book. I ended up really loving this book. I started off really slow, but I loved it at the end. Again, documenting work from home days because they're my favorite. On this day, we kind of talked about Florida Man. I don't remember how it came up. It was at work. We started looking up all of our birthdays, like Googling like Florida Man, February 16th. Florida Man, what's the date today? March 4th or 5th or whatever. Sorry, I hit my tripod. And I just kind of wrote down a couple of the headlines that came up for my birthday and my boyfriend's birthday. Over here, I received a JetPens order. I cut out the comic that comes with like the shipping slip, I guess. So, and I glued that here, and then I just swatched out some of the things I got. I couldn't do everything because one of them, for example, was an eraser, so that's not on here, and then some of them were those little bobbins for my washi tape that's also not on here, but the things that I could, I swatched out a little bit. I did also print off a text conversation with my boyfriend. On the 23rd, we went to Benihana. So I took the chopsticks wrapper and cut out Benihana for this. It's gotten so expensive. Like my meal, which is the Splash and Meadow with tax and tip, now comes out to like $55, which is ridiculous. It used to be like $42 total, so I don't know if it's worth it anymore, especially at the Benihana that we go to, because the service is never that great. I just think they're always understaffed, so you're always waiting, I kid you not, like an hour to get fed. So you're just sitting at a table for an hour without water or anything. It's kind of wild. This was almost a blank page because I didn't know what to write about, but it was a work from home day. I did journaling, I watched the OC, and I straightened my hair. There is nothing I love more than a slow work from home day because I'm free to do what I want. Like straightening my hair is normally a tedious task, and I got to do it during work hours. I get my emails on my phone, so if something comes in I need to address, I'll just put down my hair straightener, go email them back, go take care of it, whatever, and then come back to it. Obviously, if I have work, I can't do this, but when it's slow, nothing better. On the 25th, we went to Shake Shack. I took one of their like tray liners before, I got gross with food, and I just cut out a bunch of the shapes and glued them on here. Yeah, I mean, Sunday, a typical Sunday spread includes to-dos for that day, so I'm ready for the week. On Monday, I got my stencil order, and I was so excited. So you'll start seeing these stencils a little bit more. I bought them from a shop on Etsy called Do Not Microwave. So yeah, and then we started watching Succession, so I printed off a picture using regular computer paper. The difference between when I use sticker paper like over here and computer paper like over here is whether or not I have a full page of stickers or of things that I want to print off. If I do not have a full page, I'll just use regular computer paper because I have a ton of it. If I do have a full page, I will use a sticker paper. Obviously, I don't want to waste sticker paper because it's expensive. It's over $1 per page. But yeah, that's the difference. Over here, if you notice, these are emojis. I needed to fill up the sticker paper, and so I printed a bunch of emojis a little bigger, and I've been cutting them out and using them, and I think they're so cute. This is just like an old cloth and paper like pouch that I use to store some stickers in my Hobonichi drawer pouch, the large one. I just wanted to show you. This is basically the bottom half of the sticker paper, and every time I go to use it, I just cut it out from here, and I just think it looks so cute over here. Like that's that one. Sparkles. I love it. I know emoji stickers are not a new thing, but I just really like how they look with the sticker paper and how small they are, and I think I use a lot of emojis when I text, so I like bringing that into this. I also use a lot of emojis in my wine app, so I think it's cute. And then that's it. That brings us to the end of February. I did another screenshot dump. I actually had a lot more things that I wanted to include that I printed off but I ran out of space. This is Rachel Green from Friends crying on her birthday because she's getting older. Definitely feel that this year. I don't know why, like it's never hit me before, but this year it did. Just some like meme things, tweets that I came across that I really liked and related to. This one says, morning me just stripped the bedding, evening me is going to be pissed. Always. And then this tweet up here says, sometimes I just want to reply to emails like, hi Gail, I literally have no idea what the fuck you're saying. Best. I have someone like that. And then up here, I don't know if you can see it with the lighting because it is kind of dark. It's from that 70s show. It's Fez and Eric, and it says, "Welcome to my sad little world." That's not really how I feel, but I just thought it was funny. And that's it. That brings us to the end of February. I'm going to continue doing these screenshot dumps. I'm probably going to save the ones that I didn't get to use on this page and save it for either next month, or if there's another page that is empty. Like right now, March 1st is not filled. Maybe I'll come back and do like screenshot dump part 2. But thank you so much for joining me in today's video. I know it was a long one. I'm considering breaking this up into 2 videos in the future. Maybe I'll do it for March, like flipping through the first half of the month and then flipping through the second half of the month, so that they're not like 45-minute videos, which right now it says I've been filming for 34 minutes, but I'll try to cut down a little bit. I do have some fun videos planned. Well, no, I have some fun video ideas that I want to do, like looking at my sticker collection, my washi tape collection, kind of like a what's in my pencil case with my Hobonichi drawer pouch. I also have a large Hobonichi drawer pouch, so kind of to walk you through all those. At some point I might do a desk tour, because we kind of have an interesting setup living in a 1-bedroom apartment in Chicago with 2 desks, 2 work from home setups. So you'll see how I use both mine and my boyfriend's desk for all of my things. But we'll see. I don't know when those will come out. It's just been the busiest. I've been working a lot of hours at work, working some overtime, which is good. I'm salaried, but I do get paid overtime. So I have been taking advantage of all this extra work I have right now to just boost my savings. So maybe if March calms down a little bit, I will have the energy to film some of those videos, so you get a little more than just journal with me's and flip throughs, even though those are really fun. I really like doing them. Oh my god, I have all these pen marks. I actually just yesterday I purchased the Midori clear cover to put my Hobonichi in, to give this a break because this is looking rough. I wasn't expecting that. I have pen marks all over here, all these weird marks over here. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but they're there and they bother me, and I want to give this a rest because I really like this cover. Thanks so much for watching today's video. If you haven't done so already, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and make